Football League. It's your man, Tony D, aka the Random Multi Broadcaster. Season 3 of the broadcast, Week 17 of the 2024 NFL season, and the Super Bowl weekend for most fantasy football leagues. I am joined by my man, Fireman Richard, the Morning Coffee, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 0600 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Rich, how are you on Rumble Studios? What's going on?
Doing very good, Tony. Thank you for having me here. Good morning, Michael. Glad to be up with you also. As far as I always look forward to this broadcast.
Oh,
It's a,
yeah, I
it's a,
appreciate it. We are
it's a
also joined by my man, Michael Fab First, hashtag ShatMGB. He's got his own logo and trend and everything. I can't do it right now. Mike, what's going on?
Shout MGB, set your mind free, far beyond the worries of today. Thank you so
Good
much.
Lord have mercy.
How are you?
Yes,
Good to
I'm
see
good.
you.
I'm
Oh,
good.
did you
I'm
hear
good.
that? Crash.
I didn't. Gentlemen, we had games on Christmas. We had games
Yes.
this day on a channel I didn't even know existed. Any recaps, any coverage, any comments? I didn't even catch. Go for it, please. I
I
didn't.
would love to talk just about how upset the players were that they had to play three times within 11 and 12 days. It was really. And Patrick Mahomes was not too pleased at all. He felt like that there's no recovery time there. But the games, if anything, were kind of sucky.
yeah, yeah.
There was a bit of a suck fest. They were not super entertaining games. They weren't close. Um, and it just showed me how great the divide is between certain teams now. Like the levels of competition is, you could go with Rich. Rich and I love the Bills.
Yeah.
The Bills, I'm worried right now because Josh is hurt. Both his hands are not good. First, he hurt his non-throwing hand and was wearing the glove like Michael Jackson all the time because he broke something in his hand, and then he was on the sideline shaking his hand because he couldn't feel his hand. His hand was numb. Try to throw a football with a numb hand. And then we've got Jalen Hurts, who's got the concussion protocol. Fly Eagles fly. So who is the only team that is looking pretty good right now? Oh, could it be the Chiefs?
No, no.
Could it be that they look like they've got some of the fast pieces they didn't have before, and now the middle of the field's open so they can actually throw the ball to Kelsey? So, yeah, not super entertaining football recently. Last night, I owe the Chargers another apology this week. They made the playoffs.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
see your Rumble notification did come on, so it is working. Just so you know,
yeah.
I agree with everything that you're saying. Please continue. I'm sorry.
No, I like that. We're experimenting with some of these platforms, and poor Rich has been going through some of the TikTok woes.
Oh, come on, Michael. Don't even go there now. Let's keep.
Hey, oh look, we're streaming. We're streaming,
On what?
buddy, on
On what?
TikTok.
See, he's got another way. He's got another thing to pick on about the TikTok.
Do you have it on for real? It's working.
I
On TikTok?
have it's on for real right now.
Good,
Thank
good for you. Good
Thank
for
you,
you.
thank you, thank you. So
Thank you, Leo. Thank you so much.
that means you got Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube,
Yeah,
X, LinkedIn,
yeah.
Twitch, Rumble, and TikTok going on at the same time.
Okay, so it's Madison or Tracy Jr. Which one do you like? Madison or Tracy Jr.? I would
Um,
go with Tracy Jr. myself.
got you. I appreciate that. Rich,
And that's Leo. Thank you. Yes.
any recaps you want to get into, Rich?
Yeah, just like I agree with Michael that the games are sort of flat. I guess because of the holiday season, it's Christmas. So I guess after the Kansas City game against the Steelers, they won that and they won their home field advantage for the AFC. So everything goes through Kansas City. The Bills, I'm not worried about the Bills. That one little incident last week, there's nothing reporting about it, but Josh Allen is injured slightly, but he's with his elbow. He's had some problems with his elbows over the last several weeks. But if we look at any other player, as far as saying I'm banged up, that's where I don't think they're banged up. I think they are a little tired. Uh, Kansas City, they won more than this last game against Pittsburgh, which I was surprised. I was really surprised the Steelers being at home, they couldn't play better. But Kansas City might be picking up their game because they're coming out of their injury woes. And good morning, Tina.
Good
So
morning, Tina.
it is flat, and I guess it's just I'm starting to look towards the playoffs. The teams that are making the playoffs now, okay, good luck. I've been riding the Bills all season, and full disclosure, that's a team I think with them and Detroit are going to be making the playoffs when we get into the playoffs.
Got you. Um, I'm trying to share this out while you all are talking, so forgive me if I seem distant.
No, that's okay.
I got all the notifications and stuff, so you guys are all up on the board.
Excellent. Good. Rich, if you don't mind, run the record, please, if you don't mind.
Well, let's see the record for last week, and it's going to be a little bit. I don't have the actual chart today, but I did get the numbers this morning. I've been laxing on that.
That's good. You're allowed.
It was the holidays. We was all lax. It was the holidays.
The overall raw numbers are here. Let me bring this up real quick.
I like how you say holidays.
Holidays, yeah.
Holidays.
Yeah, holiday season.
Celebrate.
So this is for the week 16. Ted Hicks. He's moving up. He is moving up. Let me bring this up here. Let's see. What we got. Let me bring this in.
I see Tony D in the stream now with them and.
Okay, so there's the overall weekly standings right there as far as that goes. And Ted Hicks, he won significantly. Not a good week for you, Michael. As far as you still with 500, still 500. So that I consider that a good week. If you're 500,
I got slaughtered.
No, you're still within 500.
You're at 500. You're doing good. That's how we do. We rarely have a losing record, even amongst our individuals.
Tina did very well at 10 and 16, and such. And let's see the overall numbers now. Like I said, this is the third week. I think Ted has won the weekly, so he's actually moved up a notch. He's on my app right now. So overall, this is what it is overall as of this morning. 240 games.
Yeah, and Tony's back up by 3. Way to go!
Yeah.
Way to go, buddy!
And you're still ahead. I think it's going to be between you two guys this week and next week. Ted he's been getting some very good picks here the last 3 weeks. So he moved up from like 6th place up to 4th place in the last couple of weeks. So my hats off to Ted.
Big ups.
How's CBS doing? How did CBS do last week?
It's on the screen. Look at you. It's on the screen. Here you go. Pick.
No, that's the overall.
Oh, overall, CBS. Go back to there. They did
10 and 6.
Yeah, they were 10 and 6 along with Tina. So
Tony did great. Way to go, buddy. Yeah. And Tina. Way to go, Tina.
Tina, she's up there. And then, like I said, the overall, Brian came up a little bit. And then Captain Rehab, he's MIA. So I forgot to put week 16 down here. So that's how we stand.
Hi, Carson.
That's how we stand overall as far as on the thing for the win-losses on the games.
Mike, what you got? Appreciate it, Rich.
Yep.
What do you want to know? You don't care? Okay.
You got a minute. Go ahead.
Oh, good. Here's the thing for me. I was all fly, Eagles, fly.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's the certainty of that isn't the greatest. My favorite team is the Bills. And they're looking a little shaky. So we've got the only team that doesn't look super shaky, still has an injured quarterback, is, the Chiefs, right? Am I missing somebody? Who's next in line there? Is it Minnesota? Is it Green Bay? Am I missing someone?
I would be afraid of the entire NFC North right now. They are all in the playoffs except for the Bears. Big ups to the NFC North. You brought that up a few weeks ago. Damn it, look at them. Look at
Even Baker Mayfield is that's very iffy if they're going to make it now.
Well, that's because of the record, not because of how they're playing. They also had injury issues. They had an
Yeah,
outstanding season.
And the Tampa Bay and Atlanta Falcons, that's two teams in the NFC South. They're both tied 8-7 right now. That these
Yeah.
last weeks are.
And congratulations to the both of them for a good season, honestly, because they both play well, whether they make the playoffs or not. I also want to throw this out there. Michael Penix Jr. did start.
he
He
looked
had a
great.
great game.
He looked
I
great.
know he only played against the Giants, but he did good. I saw he had proposed to his girlfriend as well.
Yeah,
Congratulations to him.
well done.
Um, I was looking forward to Penix starting. Laura, what's going on, Laura? How you doing?
We
Rich, you see your
appreciate
man
you.
down there, Rich? Rich is flipping screens.
Hey, Lord, yeah, coming in from Norway, coming
Absolutely.
in from southwest Norway. There, how you doing, Laura? Thank you for being.
Got you. Shout out to Penix Jr. Um, I don't have many recaps. Thursday night game, I saw the score was like 6-3, and people were disappointed based on what you were saying at the beginning, Mike. How they were kind of boring.
No, they were not good games. They weren't entertaining. I'm
Listen, on
not
the
a person
holidays,
who
you probably want to be out there.
I don't want to watch games where it's field goals.
Well, that's real football. If you want the truth,
The
that means
game
both
the
sides
game
are
last
playing
night
good.
was great. If you want to talk about that,
Go for it. Go.
okay. So the Bengals are looking like they have a chance to maybe make the playoffs.
Mhm.
But oh my God, there it's not from a lack of wanting to try. Like I feel bad for the Cardinals. The Cardinals have been close,
Mhm.
but not close enough to win. The LA Rams are looking like they have enough maybe to make the playoffs, but not enough to go to the next tier. And if you look, you said something last week, and I kind of looked into it. You were talking about Dallas. Dallas's numbers with Rush are not dramatically different than they were when they had Dak. And the numbers between Rush and Love, Jordan Love, are not that different. They're
That's a
very
good point.
similar.
I didn't know about that. That's a good point.
And here's the other thing. Do you know who's not really having a horrible season? If you
Cool.
look at just his numbers, Caleb.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams. If you look at his record right now, he's had several games where he's done 300 yards. The problem is they can't stay in the game. Their defense just doesn't have enough to stop the other teams from. So yeah,
Guess
and
who else
they're
has decent numbers, even though they got a losing record? Aaron Rodgers.
yeah. We can't bring that up though.
I can.
No, we can't.
Why can't we bring it up, Aaron
Oh,
Rodgers?
I don't know. That's
Hey, buddy, he just had a
He
sucky
did-
year. They could Jets.
He had good numbers, even though they had a bad record.
He
And we
had
talk
he
about
had
that a
fair
lot.
numbers. He didn't have good
You,
numbers.
your team may
But
not
Here
have
we
a
go.
good
Here
record,
we go.
but your players may have decent
don't
numbers.
poke the bear. Don't poke the bear. Don't poke the bear.
I
Don't
do like you do. It's my show. I poke.
a little
But
poke.
what else? The
I put a
Rams.
stick. Go ahead.
I remember saying a couple weeks ago, the Rams, once they're healthy, they're a problem. And right now, they got a chance to make it into playoffs over Seattle, I think it is.
Yeah.
It's a competition between two of them.
Cooper Cup though
Go ahead.
has not been playing as well as he was.
I don't think it's 100%. He's just out.
No.
He's had a lot of
Ja-
injuries.
Can we start it? Are you ready to go?
I'm going to. I just got to get you to get everything out so I can go ahead and do it.
I'm ready because I want to do slides at the end if
That's
we
what
have
I'm
time.
asking you and your daggone slides.
Okay,
But
go
I
ahead.
appreciate you having TikTok on and Rumble.
Yes.
So we've got all of those.
38 viewers already on TikTok. Thank you.
Thank you to everybody on TikTok. Thank you.
TikTok, you don't stop.
I'm just glad it worked.
It is the
glad
best
it
3 to
worked.
4 seconds they'll ever have in their life.
Lord have mercy. Ladies and gentlemen, for the Fantasy Football League players, I want to throw this out there. It is Super Bowl weekend in 3 of the leagues that I'm in. So most of your fantasy football leagues, this is Super Bowl weekend for that league. Congratulations to all of y'all who make it. I'm actually hating on the people who made it for the leagues that I'm in because last year I was doing better in a couple and I look like ridiculousness this year. But still, We are going to go through everything as far as the recommendations and suggestions for certain positions in fantasy football. All the information comes off. Okay, all the information comes off of NFL.com. The league is set in NFL.com. We are going to start with the quarterback position. Let me get rolled up. Make sure my son is straight. Quarterback recommendations: start him and sit him. Start Jaden Daniels of the Commanders over the Falcons. No brainer. No brainer at all. Gentlemen, is there any debate on this?
Rookie of the year.
Could be. Yep. Could be. Jane
I don't see anybody else. What do you think?
He tossed 5 touchdowns last week, week 16, 24 for 39 passes, 250 yards. He had 2 interceptions, but he's going against the Falcons. And I think I took Washington. I'm not sure who I took on that, but I could see he's a great quarterback. He's going to be interesting to watch in next year and the seasons to come.
He's a nice man too.
Team is over there. I don't know what team to do with. I don't. Because of Jaden Daniels for a hell of a season as a rookie quarterback.
Please hit that like button. Please hit the hearts. Continue to do
the comments coming from you know what I'm gonna put
107 in likes. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's me.
And
I put 100 of them up there myself. You welcome.
Thank you, sir. Do you remember a gentleman that used to wear Spider-Man outfit and play drums?
That's my man.
He's down in Virginia. He's down in Virginia.
That's Knowledge of Shabazz. Yeah, we know Knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I've been seeing a lot of him lately on TikTok. I just wanted to say hi, and I just saw him fly through.
There on X. We follow each other on X.
Knowledge.
He's a Haps guy. He's from Haps.
Big Juice was good. Big Juice.
Appreciate
you coming through. Jaden Daniels over the Falcons. Absolutely. You got to start him. Jared Goff of the Lions. They recommend starting him over the 49ers. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've been so impressed with him this year, guys. He's throwing darts.
Didn't I?
No, but he's never. Even the other analysts are saying he is throwing with more velocity than he's ever thrown before, and accuracy. Like there's almost like a different level of confidence. And for the first time in his career, he's running. He's been actually running. And people used to make fun of him because they felt like he couldn't run. But yeah, now he's not Lamar Jackson, but who is?
No.
I think he comes close to Lamar as well as Mahomes and Josh Allen. Lamar, he had one really good. He had probably the best game of this season last week when he ran that something like 80+ yards for a touchdown. And that's a team to be concerned with. But Jerry Goff, he tossed 3 touchdowns last week against the Bears, and which I don't know the Bears. Detroit is just I think they're going to be a team that contend with in the playoffs and stuff.
You know what the problem is with them this year, Fireman Rich? Like we talked about this last couple of weeks, they have no defensive core anymore. Everybody's hurt.
You could say that about the regular season, but I think when we go into the playoffs, everybody's going to step up. And as Tony's always saying, all hands on deck. And these guys are going to be playing at another level in the playoffs where
agreed.
Talk about they're in the playoffs, so they got
no excuses.
Yeah, exactly.
No excuses. That's what you're saying, right?
Can't be. San Francisco's got injury issues. Look at their record. They're out of the playoffs. I can't believe that. That actually ruins one of my predictions.
Who would have thought? At the beginning of the year, we were talking these guys up. And
I did.
Yeah, I did. I was right there with you, Michael. I
was not.
I was like, they're looking old, and I think they blew it. They had the one chance to win, and they didn't do it.
They had a couple of key injuries.
No, I know, but you only get a couple opportunities in life like that.
Yes, Ayuk and CMC being injured, I will say, are factors. I hate it for them, but yes, everybody start Jared Goff if you have him on your roster, and if you don't, I'm sorry. Like I said, Super Bowl weekend, you ain't got him. Good luck. Bo Nix of the Broncos against the Bengals.
God, he looked good. He looked so good.
Man, Mike, that's your man's. Go with your man's.
No, anybody can see it now. He's just so poised for a rookie. He's definitely second in the running, I think. He's good. What do you think, Rich? Have you watched a little bit of him?
I caught him last night, and he ended up with 22.9 points fantasy football.
Yes.
Cincinnati. He had 3 touchdown passes, 31 yards rushing, and 219 yards passing. So he got it done.
Question in the chat on TikTok.
You see it. Okay, good. You got it?
Pick 2 on a half PPR. Evans, A.J. Brown, or Brian Thomas Jr.? I'm going to say Evans and AJ Brown. Appreciate the question. I can't say your name. I appreciate that.
I have to back up. I did see the score. Cincinnati won that game last night, so
Good, good.
I think still Bo Nix, he played good with that many touchdowns. So I got
that was a close game, wasn't it?
30-24. So I thought Cincinnati lost, but I'm looking at the score now. That goes to show you.
I thought they were going back and forth on that one. That was a decent game.
That wasn't Cincinnati, so.
Gotcha. Brock Purdy of the 49ers. They recommend starting him against the Lions. If you're a 49ers fan, you have to. They're not playing for anything right now. They'll just be messing up, I guess, their home field advantage or their first round bye. They'll be messing up the first round bye of the Detroit Lions. If you want to see that happen, go ahead and start Purdy. Other than that, the 49ers are done as far as the playoffs. Gentlemen, your thoughts?
There's rumor that he's willing to sign a 3-year deal at a bargain rate.
He ain't going nowhere.
He's because he wants to have players around him. He doesn't want it where most of the budget goes to him, and he wants them to start building again. He knows it's going to have to be
doing what Tom Brady did with Tampa Bay.
Right. Yeah, very smart.
Rich, your thoughts?
I think he's a good quarterback. He just had a sucky season this year as far as that goes. So I think San Francisco, if they can retain him, I think they're going to be the better as far as continuity. They learned from this year and they go. Their season's all done, so they just play it out and get ready for next year.
You know what killed him? Ayuk not being there.
That's why I said injuries.
Yeah, him and Ayuk were always good, and Debo. He had the best relationships with those two.
Debo went down and came back. CMC and Ayuk, I think, were two major factors to their record.
Yeah, Debo looked good for about a couple quarters. That was it.
And Debo's one of the older players on the team, if you ask me.
Is he really?
He was there when they went to the Super Bowl. Was that 2016, 2017? Debo.
Really?
Yes, he's been there that long.
I didn't know that.
Been there that long, yes.
When Moster used to be there.
Exactly.
Way back.
That year when they went to that Super Bowl, Debo was there, Brandon Ayuk was there, Moster was there. Somebody else.
We have here, I could see the lines in the Super Bowl.
Any chance for yes. Big Juice, yes. I would have normally told you no. Two teams I'm going to have to respect in the NFL due to their appearances in the playoffs, and we can't believe it, the Steelers and the Packers.
Yeah.
The same way I was saying about the Packers, I'm going to start saying it about the Steelers. And the Steelers get on my nerves, but I'll be damned if they don't keep making it. Appreciate that question. Deeper starting options, Justin Herbert, the Chargers against the Patriots. Bryce Young of the Panthers at the Buccaneers. Wow. Anthony Richardson of the Colts. They recommend starting him as a deeper option against the Giants. And Drake May of the Patriots against the Chargers. Let me go ahead and say this, Mike. Last week, the week before, Rich, you was here for it too. I think you were in agreement. You notice how this name's starting to come up?
Oh, yeah.
You notice how that name is starting to come up?
Bryce Young, yeah.
I am putting him on my watch list for next season. He just may be next season's quarterback risk.
Could be.
Might be. He is improving. Things are looking up. He had a bad season, but he was the rookie.
Yeah.
Season 2 under the belts. He may get good next season. Drake May, I believe he'll make it. Anthony Richardson, once he's healthy and the team's healthy, not a problem. And Justin Herbert, I have no debate against that. That man's a decent option as a quarterback recommendation. Sit-ems. Quarterbacks that say to sit. Kyler Murray of the Arizona
Cardinals. He did not have that. What little I saw this game, he did not have a good season or a good game last night. He had two. I think he had 2 picks.
That's what killed his numbers. Start him against the Rams. I would have done it all hands on deck for the Cardinals against the Rams. But like you just said, Rich, how did his numbers look?
Yeah, he got 18 points, which is
that's good.
But for fantasy football, point wise, I think he was right in there. But overall, he didn't. It seemed like it was overmatched. It was 10-0 at the half there for Los Angeles. But even Los Angeles looked a little shaky. But as far as that goes, but they still had to control the game and stuff.
Gotcha. Mike stepped away?
Yeah, he stepped away, it looks like.
Cool. I would have started Kyler Murray. Do or die for them.
I would have started. I think he's shown that he can get the numbers fantasy football wise and stuff as far as. But I think we're coming into where the Arizona there. I don't think they've been eliminated. So I don't know if they had any effect on their play. I think they were playing like they normally do. But I don't watch Arizona that much. But he looks so small on the team.
Small. That was one of the things about him. He's small.
Because it seemed like when he's passing, he's jumping up, and the passes are almost coming down to the receiver. Several of his passes and stuff like that. So,
gotcha. I would have started him. There was a game yesterday, I believe, or it's already played for this week because we had holiday games.
Right.
Yesterday's games, we got today's games, but I would have started him. Geno Smith, sit him against the Seahawks. Sit him against the Bears. He seems to be on some sort of a decline.
Yeah, well, he had 8 points fantasy football, where the week prior against Minnesota he had 23. So I don't know if it's something going on with he completed 17 of 23 passes, and but the win was sort of flat.
Right.
I guess the scores was just 6-3, the final score. So the whole game, that's a game was like, okay, is this worth my time watching? I'll get it at the end and stuff. It was very flat.
It was worth watching because the Seahawks are still working on a playoff spot, and the Bears are a tough defense. They don't have a winning record. They got to. One of you has one noise in the background. I think it might be you and your fan.
Nope.
You got a real strong fan, or you got a plane flying.
I'm hearing the echo when I turn my mic off, so it's not coming. I don't have any other mic.
Maybe a plane. Maybe a plane.
Check your mics. Check your speakers. Mike, I think this is doing what it did a couple episodes ago.
Oh, really? Okay. 1 sec.
No, you're good. You're good.
I think it's because he's
How about now?
Broadcasting on.
Is it better now?
Yes.
TikTok is the culprit.
Okay.
It's not TikTok. Stop it.
TikTok, you don't stop. 53 viewers on TikTok. Thank you, sir.
Gotcha. Aaron Rodgers for the Jets, sit him against the Bills. I can't debate this at all. I just can't. I can't debate it at all. Neither can you. I see. I hear it. Everybody's quiet.
Well, I don't want to piss anybody off.
Piss me off. Go.
We're gonna pay.
I don't want to piss anybody off. Like, I feel like I got a slide for him later.
Yeah.
I want to say
show how he's the greatest and all that and stuff. It's like
no. What's going on is he's going to have to probably look at this a little differently. His role in the new year, and we've talked about this with his ego, right? And I see him, if he's going to stay in the league, he's going to have to be more like a Joe Flacco. He's going to have to be a tutor, a backup quarterback.
I think he needs to do that as a coach, and that opens up a position for a real quarterback for the future for the Jets. He is not the future for the Jets.
No, his future was 20 years ago.
He is
right.
Got a comment on TikTok. Part 2. Ford, Shane, or Jones PPR.
There's another one here you can't see. Not since Moses came down the mountain has there been a man like Tony D.
You made that up.
Okay, there you go.
I'm gonna say Shane and Ford. Appreciate that user. A whole lot of numbers. It's probably somebody's Social Security number plus their bank account. Thank you.
I would go with Achan and Jones.
Got you. What you think, Rich?
As far as Aaron Rodgers,
no, you missed it.
I got too many balls around.
How about ayahuasca for 40 points? Okay, here we go.
No.
Cooper Rush. Oh boy.
We're going to go to Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush.
They say sit him against the Eagles. Now, that's going to be from a points perspective. I like how Cooper Rush plays ball. He's a decent backup quarterback for the Cowboys. Hell, I like to see him as a Hall of Fame quarterback for the Cowboys. Backup because he's doing great. Against the Eagles, tough matchup.
Who are they going to play instead of him?
Nobody. It should be Trey Lance.
That's right. The $5 million quarterback they had to have.
Mm-hmm.
The
Should be Trey Lance.
greatest deal of all time. The missing gem in the rough. We'll have to see. I guess they haven't been.
He
You know
getting
what?
through.
If you're gonna do they have a chance, guys, to get in, or are they done?
They're out. They're done.
Who's that? Dallas?
Yeah. So play Trey.
They're out.
I play Trey Lance. Why not?
Yeah, but
That makes sense.
And against the Eagles, that
Rush
was
last week win against Tampa Bay. They did win against Tampa Bay, which surprised I think some folks.
That was a close game, and that was an entertaining game.
Yeah,
Brian's in the house.
he had one
Brian.
touchdown pass for that win last week, and he ended up getting 15 points, which is 15 to 18 points. That's an average for a quarterback. Good morning, Brian.
gotcha. I don't think I would have sat him, but
We have another question.
Tyrone Tracy at running back or Shakir wide receiver for a flex spot.
Shakir.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say Shakir.
Yeah,
Appreciate that question.
because they depend on him. He might be their receiver one, not Amari Cooper.
And here's what's crazy: Tracy is doing good. Tyrone Tracy Jr. is having a good season.
He's having a great season,
He
but
may
not.
he may need to be on somebody's watch list if you don't have him on your roster next season for real.
But
Tyrone Tracy,
Shakir might get 20 touches.
yes,
He might,
I agree. Ladies and gentlemen, those are quarterback recommendations.
and he's tricky. God, is he tricky?
Of the 2024 season, of course, NFL.com. We are now going to the running backs. Running backs recommendations, stardom and sit-ins. We are going to start with Brees Hall of the Jets against the Bills. Yes. He did get out there. He did show out. Rich, I don't know.
He's not had a great year though.
No, he hasn't gotten the ball enough. That's all it is to it. He hasn't got the ball enough.
Right.
You know what's frustrating about New York is that if you go player by player by player by player, they have a deeper, richer roster than
That's it.
than the Commanders.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Ted?
Ted's in the house.
In the house. Brant Hall, yeah, I'd start him. He's a good. It's going to be an interesting game. I think the Jets are going to have their hands full with the Bills up there in Buffalo. It should be a good game. Temperature-wise, it should be a comfortable game and stuff. Yeah, this guy, he's expected to get 11 points. He got 9 points fantasy football-wise, so which is about the average. But he had 19 touches last week in Week 16 loss. So
Gotcha.
against the Rams, so he is getting the ball, 19 times. That's a lot of touches right there.
Gotcha. Mike's over there dropping stuff and camera moving and okay. Let me
No, rotating. Look, going to TikTok right there. TikTok, you don't stop. All right. There you go.
Next player we got. Lord have mercy. Chuba Hubbard of the Panthers against the Bucks. Yes. Biggest to Chuba Hubbard being one of the saving graces of the team. Bronx Viking. I see you over there on TikTok. Bronx Viking, how you been, man?
Bronx Viking. Oh, wow.
Yes.
This fellow New Yorker. How you doing, Bronx?
Bronx Viking, what do you think of TikTok? And what do you think of Aaron Rodgers?
Mike, stay on top. Mike, stay on top.
I am.
No, you're not. You tried. You slipped it in there. I caught you. Chuba Hubbard against the Bucks.
Yes.
I'm going to start him. I got to see how it goes, but big ups to him. I'm going to stick with that. Big ups to Chuba Hubbard being a beast on that team. I know somebody's going to try and steal him from the Panthers.
He got hurt. You know that, right?
No, I didn't. Keep going, please.
Yeah, no, he got hurt. He was unstoppable the last 3 weeks. God, is he tricky?
Yes, he is.
He may be one of the most entertaining backs I've seen in a long time.
Mm-hmm. Pause.
And he's young, right?
Chuba Hubbard is out.
Yeah.
For the knee.
Yeah.
He's still out with his knee. Okay. That's
he's done.
They got him as stardom, so okay.
He's super efficient at cutting, like unbelievable directional movement. He's fun to watch. Watch just some of his highlights.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Ready for him next season. He's out of the game.
Yeah, he's out. He was limited practice for Thursdays and Fridays.
Oh, I love Bucky.
But they have him 0% chance of playing today, out with the knee.
We got a question in the chat. Spears or Hall? Right now, I'm gonna go with Hall. Lopez Fam MT on TikTok. Appreciate you coming through. Brunswick, and I see you down there.
Make sure you follow, like, and share, subscribe. We appreciate it on all formats. Thank you.
Let me throw this out there. We got Rich, Mike, myself. We got Ted in the chat. We got Brian in the chat. We got Bronze Viking in the house. Lopez, I see you. You're welcome. Whole lot of Haps is up in here. Once again, Haps ain't dead. Y'all gonna make me bring the mayor back next broadcast. Bucky Irvin, will the Bucks start him against the Panthers? Absolutely, without question. No debate. Gentlemen, is there any debate on this?
No.
Lopez just followed the live creator, which would be Michael Bathurst. Mike just gained a new follower on TikTok.
I just saw that. Thank you so much.
I got no debate against starting Bucky Irvin against the Panthers. None. Zero, none. I want to keep it going. Tyrone Tracy Jr.
We've been talking about him nonstop today.
We just got asked about him against the Colts.
I know.
Long live the Hats people. You're damn right, Bronze Viking. We ain't going nowhere.
That's right. Has anybody had a rabbit in a stew in the last little while? That's what I want to know.
Creepers. X-Craig just gave you a gift compared to TikTok. We also
thank you.
Rashad White and Thielen need to choose two. Jesus. So X-Craig, let me interrupt everybody. I apologize. I'm looking at the comments from over there on TikTok. Bucky and Rashad White are on the same team. Then you got Thielen. Thielen's not getting the numbers he used to get. That's the only problem I got against Thielen. Thielen used to be one of the best wide receivers in football. He was one of the highest wide receivers to be picked on your roster as a recommendation on different leagues in fantasy football. He is not getting those numbers anymore. As much as I like him, I'm going to have to say take Bucky and Rashad White. However, both of them are on the same team and they're splitting snaps. You got a problem. You got a problem. No disrespect. That's exactly what's going on. I think he just tore Tampa Bay a couple weeks ago. If he tore Tampa Bay a couple weeks ago, get him. That's what you need right there. You need the right motivation to pick him up because he's not who he used to be. But you know he could get it done. Now, let me throw this out there as well. Gentlemen, I apologize to everybody in the audience. I apologize as well. Yes, I do talk fast and try to get this over with because I want to get it done a certain amount of time before Mike starts talking. Because he gets to talking and he can't stop. Bryce Young is improving over the past couple of weeks since that bye week. If you want to take a risk like I do in fantasy football, win or lose, it doesn't matter about the money. I'm going to take Thielen, and then I'm going to take Bucky and run with that. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming through. I'm glad you enjoyed the commentary because I'm reading the comments. Go follow my man Michael Bathurst. He's helping me with this broadcast. This is my broadcast, but he is one of my co-hosts along as well as Fireman Rich, and we're doing this together. We're going to bring it to TikTok a whole lot more in the off season. Thank you for being here. I'm going to keep it going.
Good energy, bud. Good energy. Yeah.
I do that.
Well done. Thank you.
Hubbard was good when he was texting for Dan Bill O'Brien. Yes. A bit of an echo on your side. Oh, okay. My apologies. One of y'all check your sounds because every time we got an echo, it's one of those two. I'm thinking it's Mike since his camera moved and he was dropping cans and Rich ain't said much. Rich, do you have any debate with this pick right here? Tyrone Tracy Jr., the Giants against the Colts.
I would sit him. He's he had some good points last week, 12, but he's coming off an injury report for Sunday's game. He was able to return to a limited practice Friday. He should remain in the Giants' backfield, but I don't know at this point in the game if he's going to be that effective. He's projected to get 10 points, so I think he'll probably squeak those out because he's been fairly consistent with his points, averaging about 10 points, 11 points and stuff. But just the fact that he is limited with an ankle, he's off the injury report for an ankle injury.
Mike, what you got?
I think both of these teams right now
that's the other thing too.
Are done.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those seasons. It's going to be a rebuild for everybody. And
here's what's wrong with what you said. The Colts are 7-8. They're still in it.
Do they still have a chance?
9 losses when you're out.
Yeah, they can.
It would take a lot of miracles.
Yes,
agreed.
It would take a lot.
Spears on TikTok says Spears or Aaron Jones. I have a good chance of winning. Aaron Jones.
Yeah.
Sorry, Axel. Appreciate it. Go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I like Spears actually. Spears has been looking good the last little while. But here's the thing. with Flacco in, and Flacco has been inconsistent this year. He's not been the same as he was last year
Yes.
with the Browns, and they would have been better off to have just kept him.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it couldn't have been any worse than the season they had.
Agreed, Brian.
Ooh, Achan for sure. Achan for sure.
H. Spears, that's from Jemerson.
Yeah.
TikTok. Yeah, Mike says H. We'll roll with H on that. Tyrone Tracy Jr. Take him, play him. If he's having good games, risk him against the Colts. We're going to
I
keep.
like Thielen over Ford. I think he's going to get more targets.
Gotcha.
Only because of the chemistry right now that's going on. It's really good. You were just talking about this with Bryce Young, right?
Gotcha. Sit-ins with the running backs. We're going to take a pause on TikTok. We got Ford Thielen or Jamo at the flex. Ford and Thielen, Drake. Appreciate you coming through. Jemison says, even with two out, yes. Even with two out, that means you're not going to throw the ball as much. You're going to give it to the running back, and the running back needs to get the ball any damn way out there because the man can run the ball. And you also have to worry about Mostert back there. They'll be splitting downs. So I think the running backs will be getting numbers. Appreciate the comments coming through over there on TikTok. I'm going to keep rolling. Sit Rico Dowdell of the Cowboys against the Eagles. I wouldn't, but I understand why.
He's not getting the touches, Tony.
He's not getting touches, and he's also going up against the Eagles, which is the second best team in the NFC right now. That's the whole point. There you go, Rich. Appreciate that. Exactly.
He only had 3 touches or 23 yards rushing last week, and well, no, he carried the ball 13 to 23. When did he get 3 touches? Oh, he caught 3 of his passes, I guess, for 28 yards. So he only, like I said, he only had 5 points last week. He's projected to get 10, given the fact of who they're going against.
Yes.
That could be a factor.
Yes. Mike, what you got on this?
I think the Eagles are going to annihilate them, and I think it's a good idea to sit him.
Now, who's the quarterback?
Dallas? Cooper Rush.
Annihilate?
Yes.
I could see using that term with Buffalo against the Jets, but I don't know. That's an interesting game.
The Eagles are going to annihilate the Cowboys, Rich. I'll be honest.
I don't know. It's a rivalry game. Dallas isn't in it.
Cooper Rush isn't playing though, right?
No.
I don't think Jalen Hurts is playing. He's on concussion protocol.
No, he's out this week.
So that changes things.
Yeah.
Here's the thing though. If you look at the production between, the long bomb, they were actually having success.
Yeah.
With the backup, and don't forget it. If you're going to have a backup, you can do a hell of a lot worse than him. He is a mid-tier quarterback.
Who?
Yeah, we all picked Philly, so
who's the mid-tier quarterback?
We'll go there in a second. It's one of my slides. We're going to talk about it.
I'm going to sit back and cliffhanger me this whole damn broadcast. Maybe hurt get to the point.
It's one of my slides. I don't want to go there.
Son of Travis Etienne of the Jaguars against the Titans. Sit him. I mean, by now I gotta agree. Both of them are what, 3-12? Yeah, I can't. I got no debate on this. I got no debate.
Yeah,
I got no debate.
Mike,
Mike,
same.
I don't like him. I don't have the same faith in him that Tony does at all.
Injuries have changed him. He was the number 1 draft pick.
He's not the same. I would sit him.
I hate to say this is going to be a crap game, but Jesus, the AFC South is not who we thought they were going to be this season. They were not. Javonte Williams of the Broncos, I think he's out.
Yeah.
And no, he's still active.
He's still active. I thought he was.
But this was the game last night, and that was so. How did he do
last night? He got two reception yardage with 0 points.
They stopped him. The Bengals stopped him.
Yeah. So
his points are not that good. He did not see a carry in week 17 in the loss. So Williams did not see a carry or did not catch either of the 2 targets.
No, he was not effective last night.
No, he was shut down.
Yeah. And Gus Edwards has not been Gus the Bus since he was with the Ravens.
Drake Conrad, Thielen over Ford, even with rain in both games? Good question.
That is a really good question. I'm noticing that Thielen's getting more targets. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason why I'm going there. And the chemistry right now is great. So and it when things are gelling, people love it.
Didn't we just see this question a minute ago?
No,
Well,
not with the rain. Not with he didn't add the rain
no,
to it.
after that, Giselle
Yes.
too. Yeah, we just saw that. He answered.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
We did see that.
we did answer that. Okay, I'm gonna keep it going. Gus Edwards.
He's out.
Just
Ankle. He
thank
did
you.
not play.
We can let that go. Ladies and gentlemen, those are your running back recommendations. Week 17, 2024 season. Of course, NFL.com. We're now getting to the wide receivers. This is how you got to scroll and check people out all the time over there. Start them and sit them on the wide receivers. Jackson Smith Jigba against the Bears. They say start him. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Started when he was
But
shut.
this game is when
Go
is
ahead.
this is again not a great game.
Okay, keep going.
And it's the again the situation where there were no points.
I mean, it was a good game.
Well, on a it's I don't like watching field goals. So the stardom here is probably if you can get somebody better, absolutely. We already know the outcome of this game, so and this is the thing this week, which is so screwy, is we're doing this late, right? That
Mhm.
like there's no games left.
There are games left. Stop it.
No, but in comparison to a normal week, that's what I'm saying. You never have Saturday games,
Well, that's we get into the playoffs. They're changing it up as far as
right?
years
But
past.
but it's almost like we should do this Saturday instead of Sunday. But I know that's hard.
I
You
would
know,
have started him even against the Bears. He probably didn't get big numbers. The Bears' job was to stop the Seahawks, and the Seahawks were being tested against one of the best defenses in the NFL. Period. I will always say that. I would have started him. Devontae Adams as a Jets start him against the Bills. You have to. You have
yeah, yeah, he's one of the best assets they have. I think that's going to be a good game, actually.
to. I think the Bills are going to beat their ass, unfortunately.
Do you?
Yes. And when I say beat, they're going to beat the hell out of the Jets. This is going to be embarrassing.
See,
This,
I don't.
They're going to annihilate them in
yeah,
Buffalo.
this is embarrassing.
There's that word again.
This is
But
going to be
right,
embarrassing.
yeah, you don't think it's even going to be close, even in the cold weather?
No.
We're going
No.
to keep moving. Lad McConkey of the Chargers start him against the Patriots. Absolutely.
He did incredibly well. That game was an entire blowout.
Absolutely. Rich, you got the numbers on this?
Who's this, Lance?
Lad McConkey.
Yeah.
Hang on for a minute. Let's see. What do we got here? Hang on. I'm trying to catch up here. What are we on? We're on wide receivers. What the hell?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, Tony, are you live on TikTok?
Mm-hmm.
That didn't even come up. I don't even know how to get to the live on TikTok. I ventured off the TikTok while you guys were talking.
I know.
It's like I do not understand TikTok. Lance McConnell, let's see. He had against New England, he had 21 points. So
Yes.
he did what he was supposed to do.
Yes.
Found the end zone twice in this week's game against the Patriots. Of course,
That was a blowout.
yes, it definitely was.
Total blowout. And that again was kind of people not showing up, and it looked like New England doesn't want to win; they want to get the pick.
Oh.
That's what it looks like to me.
Oh,
So
yeah, you got to consider that. I guess that's always a factor. Yes.
I have been incredibly impressed by Drake May.
Mm-hmm.
I think he has been good, but this year, I would say the last 3 weeks have been some of the crappiest football I've seen in a long time.
Oh yeah, it's flat. It's flat. Definitely flat.
It where last year at this time it was really close, and a lot of the teams had to fight. Where this year, you've got so many teams that are, 13 wins.
Right.
Yeah,
That's we've got one that's got 15 and
yeah,
got themselves a bye. Like that's unbelievable.
exactly. Almost undefeated season. Uh, Debo Samuel, Jawan Jennings of the 49ers. Start them against the Lions. You had to. No debate. None whatsoever. All hands on deck, both teams, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
All hands on deck, both teams. Any dispute there, Mike?
Uh I don't think this will be uh, a nice game in the sense it's going to be sloppy. Both sides are playing smoke with mirrors. Um, it's going to be an offensive thing, but both teams their defenses are an absolute shambles right now. Detroit is going to do whatever it takes to win. They don't care how they win. They don't care if they win by 1 point. They don't care if they win by 3 points. It's there's no glamour in this. They just got to get the win.
So you would say, Mike, they're playing like Kansas City Chiefs, then?
You're an ass.
He learns from the best.
Yes. So today basically what we have left, right? We're looking at the Colts and the Giants. We've got the Jets and the Bills. We've got the Raiders and the Saints, the Titans and the Jaguars, and we've got the Cowboys and the Eagles, and the Panthers and the Buccaneers. The only game here that really means anything to me is probably the Buccaneers one. I'll be shocked if the Bills don't win. I don't think they're going to blow them out though. I don't think it's going to be a blowout.
They're going to blow him out. Sidham's wide receiver, Sid Jerry Judy of the Browns against the Dolphins. That's an absolute tragedy. It is an absolute tragedy. He should be a stardom, even against the Dolphins without Tua.
He's hurt though, isn't he?
Let's check
He
it.
has to be hurt.
He is. He's got a knee issue, but
He's hurt. Yeah,
he's limited Thursday, limited Friday, but he's 99% chance of playing. So he's going to probably have limited play. I would take it.
Need to Hall Tate Terry. Who was that? I don't know what that is.
And he only had 2 points against Cincinnati last week. So that right there, it might.
State rivalry. That was a whole lot of everything. I got you.
Yeah.
If he's hurt, I understand it. Would I sit him myself? No, not against Dolphins. They're going to need him, and he's reliable. Marvin Harrison Jr., the Cardinals, sitting.
He looked good. That's
Marvin
his last game. He looked good.
Go.
He actually showed promise, and the reason they picked him, he was very effective.
Ooh, Dilly.
Yeah, he was very effective. And not everything is points, right? Like if you make big plays, to me he made big plays, and he's showing why they wanted him so bad.
Yeah.
All
these teams, and we say this every week, are about 2 players away from being better than the rest of the teams.
Okay.
Well, this guy in particular in yesterday's game, he only had 6. He caught 6 of 10 targets, so he's right there where he wasn't being overly utilized. That's probably might be the case. His points aren't really all that fabulous compared to.
Devontae is my answer for the question. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think? Do you think of Breece Hall?
Let me let Rich finish. I was going to answer him.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm good.
Okay. Zyvex on TikTok asks, I need to start 2. Breece Hall, Terry McLaurin, or Devontae Williams?
Devontae Williams for
sure.
The
same situation the other guy had with the people. 2 of the players on the same team. And look at who that team is up against.
Yeah.
Numbers wise, I'm going to have to say Breece Hall and Terry McLaurin, even though we should get Terry McLaurin and Devontae Adams. Both of them should get touchdowns on their games. So, and that's on TikTok, Rich. You can stop. Don't worry. We got you.
I'm trying to find. I can.
I would go. I would
on TikTok. Look for Mike on TikTok. That's how I see it.
I would go with Breece Hall and Devontae.
I'm thinking Breece Hall and McLaurin.
Yeah, I think that's your safest bet, honestly, because they're both going to get targets for sure.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Marvin Harrison, if you're showing out and you're doing the damn thing.
Thank you for liking the live. We appreciate that.
Against the Rams, it was all hands on deck, and I know that was a tough game. I'm not even going to ask. I know that was a tough game. Amari Cooper, the Bills. Oh, they're saying sit him against the Jets. Wow. He will be covered. He will be covered. This is true. Will he
He's
get the
hurt.
ball? Was the other question. Is he hurt?
He's hurt. He's not playing 100. He's not played well
Mm-hmm.
since he got back.
Gotcha.
The most exciting thing he did was pass it to when he passed it, and basically didn't get the what would you call that? A shuttle pass that he did?
Maybe. Yeah. When he got there, when he broke their record, yeah. Nice little shuffle pass.
Is that what is that the
Shuffle
right
pass.
term for that?
Shuffle pass, yes.
Yeah.
So
And
Rich, I
he
see the
did that.
confusion in your face. Hang on, Mike. Rich, I see the confusion in your face. Look for Mike on TikTok.
No, I see Mike live. He's got a red circle around his profile, but you don't have a red circle around your
No,
profile.
because it's on. Mike got it connected through us. It's only Mike.
Oh, okay. I thought you. Okay, got you.
Yeah,
So you see right here, I'm getting all the comments, and you see in my little screen there, buddy.
Yeah,
we're not making it up. I swear to God.
I'm just trying to understand the madness. I see the red circle. I know how you can see when somebody's live.
So
stream.
if you're on Restream, just hear me. If you're on Restream, you just go into your different things, and then it'll give you a button to hit, and you'll see it.
It's too many hoops. Too many
hoops at once. He's already trying to stay catch up with us, and we're going crazy. We're going to drive him nuts. He doesn't need coffee right now. We're already the caffeine in his mind right now.
Yeah. We are the caffeine in your mind.
Caffeine in his mind.
Let's say that together. We are the caffeine.
If you follow him like Rich, you go to where he's at, you'll see the live. I got it pulled up on my phone. That's how I watch it.
Yeah,
that's how I see the comments over there.
It's on Michael's page though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mike's got this broadcast.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Michael Pittman of the Colts. They say sit him against the Giants. That's going to be a numbers game. Plus, he didn't get any numbers previously.
I think he's hurt too. He's not 100%. Yeah. What you drinking there, big guy?
Water.
Okay.
I'm ready for a shot of Crown Royal now after trying to look at this.
I know. This is water. That's how I'm
Pittman, is he injured?
Yes, I would say so. He's been.
No, he had full practice this week and he's active. He does have.
No, I know. But if you're not 100%, and as someone who is maybe, 70%, we're talking fantasy football, right? So this is why we're doing the sit-em, or they're feeling like he's not getting the target share.
Well, he had 1.9 against Tennessee last week.
It's not just a health thing all the time. Yeah. For those who do not know football, we're going fantasy and this and that. It's kind of like when we're talking about TikTok.
But he does have. It's indicated he's active, but he has a back issue, and he's 99% chance of playing. He had full practice this week, which is compared to the other folks, they were limited in the practice. So this guy's probably good to go, but I don't know. We'll see what he does.
Gotcha.
He was great 2 years ago.
Ladies and gentlemen, those are wide receiver recommendations. Week 17 of the 2024 season close to NFL.com. We are now going to go to the tight end position.
Thank you to the 71 people who've been in and out of TikTok nonstop.
TikTok, you nonstop. This guy. Start him, sit him, tight end recommendations. Jonnu Smith for the Dolphins, one of my favorite players in that position in the league.
I don't know anything about him. I've been looking. You've been saying he's been
around for
a senior. He's a senior citizen, as
not
football
necessarily
players
a senior citizen, but definitely a veteran of the game.
Senior citizen at age 29.
29, yeah. Well, think of how many car crashes those guys go through every weekend.
Yeah, that's true.
Creepers.
No, let's be real. Like, it's hard on the body.
It is hard on the body.
It's hard on the body. If you're
against his recommendation at all whatsoever, none.
It's like trying to follow TikTok at times. It's hard on the mind.
Stay on topic. Rich, you got any debate on this?
No, he seems like he's okay to go. He's had 62 yards last week. He didn't really. He's only projected 5.5. So
he's not setting the world on fire.
No, typical the tight ends. We've been talking about tight ends. It's just we got some great tight ends, but they don't necessarily get the points, the mega points like the quarterback and stuff because they're being utilized for blocking.
Yes.
So to get to the car crashes, as Michael was saying.
No, but that's what it's like on the body.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No debate there. Oh no argument.
whatsoever. I will
I
start.
think people who watch this broadcast probably think that we've been in a few.
You have no idea. David Njoku of
Go.
the Browns, start him against the Dolphins. Absolutely, if he's healthy. If he's healthy. If he's healthy. If he's healthy.
Oh, I just like saying his name.
If he's healthy.
He's phenomenal. I see us having all kinds of
He is
TikTok on
out.
here, brother.
I'm showing that he is out with a knee.
Thank you, Rich. That's
Yeah.
what I was waiting on.
Inactive on Sunday against the Dolphins based on the latest injury report.
Gotcha. We're going to keep it rolling. Hunter Henry, the Patriots.
Love him. I say that every week,
Yes,
and
you
he is
do, Mike.
finally getting targets. Finally.
Yes. We talked about that a lot, so he's getting the ball good. Good.
He's on a crappy team, though. He is. I'm
is.
sorry. He's on a crappy team.
Yeah, he is. Rich, you got any debate on this?
No, he's a good tight end. I like him.
Los Angeles served them. That was bad.
Gotcha.
You know what this is? A suck fest. This is two sucky teams. So
Yes.
what you know what they say you do? If both teams are horrible, go with the home team.
Good point. He was a rookie last season. He's on my watch list.
Well, they just
He's on my watch list.
he was shut down. He had 0 points, so they must have been utilizing him as a. But he can get some points. But this would be an example. He got 0 points and quiet and loss. Did not record a reception or two on the 2 targets. So he was limited on getting the ball.
Gotcha. And that's all it is. You got to get the ball. That's all it is to it. Even against the Jaguars, sit-ems, Kyle Pitts of the Falcons, I would not. Let me say this again. I would not. I don't care who they playing. Kyle Pitts is great at that position. I would have to see the performance. And I really did miss the game last week when Michael Penix Jr. started.
I saw it. I watched the replay of it. It was so good.
It was a
so
good game.
good.
Good.
Yeah, it was good. It had moments. I felt so sorry for New York. You can tell there's guys on that team that are really talented, but they're just, and they're so fed up.
Who, the Falcons?
No, New York. You can just
The
see
Jets?
the frustration. You
The
know,
Jets, the Giants.
Giants.
the Giants.
Oh, both teams are frustrated.
Yeah.
Both of those New York teams are frustrated.
New York in general, I've said to you before, I've often wondered if they're not cursed. The only team that's doing well this year is our team, the Bills.
Yeah, your Bills.
That's it. And they were considered a laughing stock with their roster because when they lost the diva, right, Stefan Diggs. No, he is. He's a diva.
What is it?
Stay on top.
No, okay, sorry.
Stay on top. Thank you. Kyle Pitts started against the Commanders. Rich, you getting debate on this?
I would sit him because he's not getting.
He's not producing.
He's not producing, and that one comment there. If you're in the playoffs, you can't. This is not a guy. You need to get somebody better because his points are atrocious. So for fantasy football wise, he's still a good tight end overall. But his performance the last couple weeks here has been he only had like 0.7 points.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And that's against.
See, is Jake hurt, guys? Do you know if Jake's hurt? Jake Ferguson?
It's a little loud.
I'm checking.
Sorry.
It's halfway.
Okay. But I'm live too, just so you know. Kyle Pitts, I was starting. Jake Ferguson, the Cowboys.
I'm checking.
You got to start him even against the Eagles.
I like him. I think he's a great target, but
You have to.
No injury report on him, so he's.
oh, good. I would go with him.
Yeah, start him.
Are they saying?
I got no debate. Start him. Period.
Yeah, he's one of the.
Cole Kemet of the Bears.
He's been kind of
against the
sucky.
Seahawks.
He's been sucky this year.
Inconsistent.
Yes, he's been not good.
Inconsistent. And like I said, every few weeks he will be hit.
Inconsistent. There's a better word. That's a kinder way of saying it. He's just
I would
inconsistent.
keep him on my watch list if I was you.
I like him. I like watching him.
Definitely for next season, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely for next season, even against Seahawks. Doesn't matter who the Bears are playing. Keep Cole Kemet on your watch list.
They should keep him. He's a keeper.
Tyler Higbee of the Rams.
He's been good. He's had moments.
Let's see what
They're
his
sitting
numbers
him
are.
because they're going up against the Cardinals, and the Cardinals are tough to play against. But it's good to see him return.
That game came and went, right? That game's gone. Yeah.
That game is gone.
That was a close game
Exactly. That's my whole
and entertaining.
And he got 2 receptions. He only got like 0.9 points. 0.9.
That's the whole point. You got to let it ride. Ladies and gentlemen, tight end recommendations, week 17,
I'm
2024.
hearing bam, bam,
NFL.com.
bam.
We're now going to go to the kickers, which should be quick. Mind you, ladies and gentlemen, by the time you've gone through the other positions and we've talked about the teams enough, you should know which kicker and which defense to pick based on the teams already. To this like the other coaches, I feel strongly about starting this in week 17. Yes, we've
Oh,
noticed that.
Brannon, yeah.
Brandon Aubrey, no brainer. Chris Boswell, no brainer. Chase McLaughlin, no brainer. Jason Sanders, no brainer. Kaimi Fairbairn, no brainer. Jake Bates, no brainer.
That's my
Chad Brown,
boy.
that would have been a tough game. Will Rashard, that's a tough game. Cameron Dicker, that's a tough. No, it's not a tough game against the Patriots. Stop it. Harrison Butker off the. Ooh,
He was hurt, wasn't he?
yes, he was. Justin Tucker, that
But
might,
but
but they missed.
but he's back. Is he? He is back, right?
I think Harrison Butker is back. If they
Yeah,
got,
he's back. Yeah.
yes. Will Lutz, that had to have been a tough game. Jake Elliott, that's going to be. The Cowboys are 7-8. We may need to reevaluate our
He
stance.
missed.
I
He
may have.
missed. He missed a vital field goal. They
Gotcha.
bunked it. Did you see
Brandon
that? You
Williams,
got to watch that game, guy.
I will.
That is
Brandon
so
Williams, you
good.
got to
Check it
start.
tonight.
Siddums, Zane Gonzalez, I wouldn't. Tyler Bass, no. No, hell no. Matt Gay, no. Jason
If
Myers,
what I suggest, if you don't
Wait a
have
minute.
enough
Jake
time,
Moody of the 49ers, eh. Riley Patterson, no.
Shadow Bobby.
I wouldn't do that. Daniel Carlson. That would have been an ugly game. Raiders and Saints going to be an ugly game. Joshua Carty of the Rams, tough game. Eddie Pinheiro of the Panthers, I understand. Cairo Santos, I understand. Anders Carlson, I understand.
I would not. I would not. I would not sit him.
I understand. Cam Little, I don't know. Graham Gano, Dustin Hopkins, Blake Group A, Group, however you pronounce his name. I'll get that name messed up all the time. Yeah, that's going to be up there. Ladies and gentlemen, kicker recommendations, week 17, 2024 season.
Just on the kickers from last week, Tony, there was a couple of missed, like Michael was saying. There was
Yes.
one. The most I think I've seen on a Sunday.
Really
like three.
shitty kicking.
It was
Like a 33-yard attempt
Yep.
bunked. Like, come on.
yeah, really. And then he gets there's I think the particular kicker he sets up on a 40 or 50-yard one and he makes it. It's like
Yeah.
What's up, bro? I saw your call. I'm actually doing this live. I was going to hit you back. Bobby Shadow, brah. What's going on?
oh, bro.
My
The-
man,
the
Izzy's
bro.
in the house. Izzy, appreciate you. I'm gonna hit you when this is over, bro. I'm gonna hit you back. Let's see here. Defenses. Starting the Siddums, the Colts defense against the Giants. Absolutely. I'm not even gonna hold y'all up. Absolutely. Dolphins defense against the Browns. You have to. Raiders defense against the Saints. This should be an ugly game. This is going to be.
Oh, that's two horrible teams. Now,
That's-
who's hosting that?
They're in
Saints.
New Orleans.
He said at New Orleans.
That's going to be an ugly, ugly game. Jaguars and Titans. Both of them are 3-12.
Another ugly game, Michael.
Yes, another ugly game. Good Lord, Siddums sit the Broncos defense against the Bengals. I would not.
They play pretty good. The defense.
That was a great game. That's the best game, guys, that I've seen in about 3 weeks. That one right there.
And that was one of the better games over the holidays, and we must admit. Sit the 49 defense against the Lions. I don't know about that. I myself would debate. I don't know about that right there. Sit the Jets defense.
Sit the Jets? Yeah. Well, it depends on what Jets.
No, I think it'll be a blowout. Like I think it'll be a high scoring game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna disagree.
So-
I'm gonna disagree.
You don't think it's gonna be a high scoring game?
Well, the Jets need their defense out there. It's gonna be the only thing to save them because their offense hasn't been doing it, honestly. The Packers sit their defense against the Vikings. Let me say this quick. Hell no.
No.
Hell no, I can't. I would not. Ladies and gentlemen, defensive recommendations.
Aaron Rodgers though
was
got 300 yards.
Now that
last
I am
week.
done, Mike can go ahead and talk. Jesus Christ, I just wanted to finish with that, Mike.
Jesus, why are we bringing Jesus into
Because
this?
it's a Sunday, and Lord knows I needed him to be here to deal with this. Now go ahead with yours.
All right, how we doing? How's everybody
Now
feeling?
watch him hurry up because he got to go. Hurry the hell up.
No, don't be all rude. Just because I don't agree with you on some
Yes, I
things, you don't have to be rude. I just want to thank everybody that's on TikTok, the 72 eyes that came through. We appreciate you. that you're being here. I want to thank the people that gave the coins. We got 21 diamonds. Thank you for those. Thank you for all the questions that we got today. The one thing I want to bring up, and I want participation, especially from Fireman Rich. Okay, so if you were to go and shop for a receiver and CD Lamb is available, what teams do you think are in the running right now? Because that is the biggest rumor that because he's in free agency that he is going to be scooped up.
Who wouldn't grab him is a better question.
Right. But what teams need him the most? Think
What
about
team
that.
well, I'm not sure what team really needs a receiver, but
How about the Commanders?
They don't need him.
oh, you sure?
They
don't
could
need
use him. That might be the difference between them being a Super Bowl team. And the other thing, I don't know if you remember this at the beginning of the year or last year, I talked about the Commanders coming back because of ownership.
Right,
And that within 2 to 3 years they would be in the Super Bowl.
right.
That's how much faith I had. What's this Carson Wentz?
Listen, Carson Wentz is not to be slept on. He just ain't having it right now.
He
But
was just wild. He was wild.
if he goes to the Steelers, that would be deadly. I will give
Yeah.
you Bobby. That would be deadly if he was to go to hell. If he was to go to the Bills,
Yeah.
that would be deadly. I don't know who wouldn't take him. I don't even know why the hell Dallas would trade him. That would be ridiculous.
He doesn't want to be there anymore.
He said that.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
I've seen it several reports.
I have.
And
Telling me something.
but you know what I think he's doing, honestly? He's negotiating his his
He
contract.
He just got his money. He just got his money, didn't he?
Nope. No, he's a free agent. He got money for this year. He got money for this year, but he's free after this year. And Micah Parsons is also in the wings waiting for a contract as well. Micah. You didn't know that? No.
I almost want to tell him to go to the Rams. They'll get a Super Bowl with him.
That's not a bad choice, you know,
He
honestly.
would be that missing piece that they had.
Yeah.
OBJ was there.
5 hours ago, there's a headline: CD Lamb. Why isn't CD Lamb playing against the Cowboys or playing for the Cowboys against the Eagles in Week 17?
Yeah.
Is he injured?
Nope.
No, he's pissed.
No, he doesn't want to risk himself being hurt.
He's pissed. He's been
Because
pissed all season.
No, but he
Because
does.
from what I've
Imagine he gets hurt. Okay,
And,
let's say.
and this is what I've seen during the games. He's been pissed. Him and Micah Parsons are two of the most pissed off Cowboys you've seen on camera this season.
Yeah, he wants out. Yeah, he wants out big time. Can you blame him?
No,
They have a shoulder to miss final 2 games. He has a shoulder injury from an NFL
gotcha.
reporting. Shoulder injury.
I honestly think he doesn't want to risk anything for something that's not worth risking.
And I understand exactly where you're coming from. He has been so mad. Micah Parsons was mad about 2 games ago and just started walking up the field. I got you. It's appreciated, man. I got you down there.
Yeah, Bleacher Report says he's out for the rest of the season with the shoulder injury.
So he's just sitting down.
So this is as of what is this?
So now we can put Minnesota in the mix. We can put the Rams in the mix. Now that you got me thinking.
Okay, I just want to throw something up here. Is that okay? Okay, so would you pay him or let him go? And how much do you? And how much? Yes, and how much do you think he is worth? There is rumor that he is willing to do a contract for something like $100 million for 3 years. That's the rumor.
He needs to stay in San Francisco.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
He needs to stay in San Francisco.
I think he feels comfortable in San Francisco. The interviews I've seen with this kid, and if he does go, who's San Francisco going to go with? That's the thing. They take a step back if they change. You change a quarterback. He's a caliber quarterback. You take a step back.
If they play the game where it's 50 start, right? Like look at the havoc that's been caused by overpaying, Trevor Lawrence. What did he do this year?
He got targeted. Honestly,
Right.
he plays fine. He just got targeted.
Do you
Um,
know that T. Higgins is not signed yet? Still?
I didn't realize that.
Yes.
I did
So
not
the
realize that.
here's the other thing I want to talk about. The Mahomes family is going to have another child.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
They're
Oh,
they're
I'm glad you said that. Go ahead, please. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No, no, talk.
No, no. Finish that because I got something else I wanted to bring up. When you,
Okay.
please.
Okay. We've got a grand total of 12 minutes here. So here's the thing. He was
You said a
livid.
grand total of 12 minutes.
He he was completely out of his mind this year.
Hmm.
How angry he was that he was forced to play. I think it was 3 times within 12 days, 11, 12 days.
Hmm.
He feels like, yes, we're the brand, but you're putting us at risk doing that, and you're not getting quality football. Their bodies are used to being healed over 7 days, at least 6 days. They don't even like when they work on a
Thursday.
Thursday,
They didn't like
right?
Thursday night football. We talked about that. Yes.
Here's the other person that is not signed. We just talked about him. Great fashion sense.
What the hell is that?
Micah, that's Micah.
Like, I
Cowboys.
agree. I agree. Izzy. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I'd give him a 1 2 year extension. I would.
It is he even effective anymore?
Russell Wilson?
Yes.
Yes, he
No,
is.
that's not Russell Wilson.
Who was that?
Come on. Who's
Oh,
the other? Who's the
um,
other?
uh,
Justin
That's Justin
Fields.
Fields. Yeah, he just ain't on the
I
field.
think he's
Not his
still
fault.
relevant on Pittsburgh. I think both of the quarterbacks are.
So
Yeah.
keep them both.
Yes.
Keep them both. What do you think,
He's
Tony?
he's the future of the Pittsburgh Steelers right there.
Yes.
I'll tell you, there's moments when Russell looks really old. Guys have been dropping the ball, and looks a little
And
fuddly.
frankly, he is old as far as the game.
Yeah.
But those two are a decent 1 2 tandem as quarterbacks. I will say.
Did
But
did Ru-
unlike the other old man, this Wilson got in the playoffs. Where the other old man, they're going home for the winner.
Are we talking about Aaron Rodgers?
I didn't say his name. You did. What's this? I think in NFL.
Should have at least 14% body fat.
Yes, they should.
I think they should. And they should be limber and be willing to be out on the coldest days with their nibs out, for sure. I also want to talk about the kickers this year.
Go ahead.
How much they are a factor now, more so than ever, with
We
the
talked about
teams
that at
that,
the beginning of the season. We talked about that at the beginning of the season. I agree.
especially the teams that are the lower 40%. And here's what I talk about on the spiritual football side of things. Right now, people don't realize this. The top 25% are not worried. They've got enough money to live forever. But if you go to the bottom of the pile, and I'm
They're
not saying
struggling.
they're not horrible
They're
athletes or
struggling.
anything. They make a living. I'm talking, the ones that kind of make the team. They,
Yes.
they they move every 2 years.
Yes.
Most of the roster of each team is going to be different next year. 30% of those players will not be there.
Yes.
That
Yes.
that's just a normal statistic. They need to start spending more money on kickers and less money on quarterbacks. They get more bang for their buck. A lot of these teams are not doing well. When you have someone like Lamar Jackson who is out rushing most of most of the running backs in the league, his numbers are higher than most of the running backs in the league. You know that you're paying enough for him. But there's only what, 4 or 5 people? Who do you think? Name 5 people you think they're getting paid what they're worth.
Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Rico Dowdell, Jared Goff, Joe Burrow, Jackson Smith Jigba, Geno Smith, Bo is still early. Dak Prescott, definitely. He ain't getting paid enough.
Yeah,
Um,
you've always liked him.
I think he gets a lot of criticism based on his team more than his play. CeeDee Lamb to the Jets. Houston. Brian, I won't disagree any one of them. And like I said originally, I don't know a team that would not pick him up. I don't.
Now that we have Brian here, you brought something up about Bryce Young.
Me also.
Bryce Young this year, his numbers are not that dramatically different than CJ Stroud's. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
They're very similar.
Good.
So it looks like year two, Bryce Young is showing that maybe he wasn't a bad choice. He just took longer to stew in the pot. What do you think, Fireman Rich?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know.
And look who I've got on the screen for you as we speak. Go ahead.
One of the great quarterbacks of this season.
He is hugging that ball like he hugs you every week in his mind.
No, he's hugging the fans because he wants to he's winning it for the fans and his teammates.
I think Bryce Young.
No, your last question, I got distracted, so I don't know where the question was here as far as
Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, their numbers are very similar this year.
Yeah.
Then I went from that to he's hugging the ball like he's hugging you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm not Bryce Young. I don't know. Strauss is pretty good, but Strauss is on Houston, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I still feel for him as far as when his one receiver took.
When Tank Dell went down, yeah, he was crying.
Yeah, that's got to be.
Oh, that was awful, guys.
It's awful. It's tragic and stuff like that. And I think
That's
that still has an effect on him and stuff like that because he has a look on his face to where he wants to win, but he's concerned about that and stuff. This gentleman right here, another winning season for him. My hat's off to him.
He loves playing in the snow. Can you see it in his face?
Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame.
Name coach. Yes.
All right, I'm gonna throw this in. We got 5 minutes left. There's a big story that's been in the news recently. I'm seeing it a lot. I'm seeing it too much. NFL players getting their homes broken into.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That is not good.
Burrows was the latest.
Yeah, that's not good for the players, teams, the games, or the fans. I'm going to go ahead and say this before we go. Y'all need to cut that shit out. Because players are going to start getting targeted, and guess what's going to happen? They're not going to want to play the games anymore. They're not going to want to leave their families home. They're not going to feel safe where they're living at. It's going to start a whole lot of inconsistencies. I don't like the pattern that can develop from this. It is not happening to any one team.
I think they're going to have live-in security, bud. That's where it's going.
Security. That's the point. They got security. They're still getting broken into.
Really?
Do have security, yes. That's my
Not
point.
live-in.
When they're not there, somebody's watching. These guys are
okay.
To think they don't have anybody there is ridiculous. Not saying you, but just off the rip. You know you're going. People know your schedule. They know you're making money. You got to have some type of security out there. I don't like the pattern that I'm seeing, quite frankly. I really don't. We're gonna shut this down. Rich is about to go.
So who are the quarterbacks that got broken into? I know Joe Burrows.
You have to pull the names up. I don't have them right now. I got to get him something to eat.
I think he had his home broken into.
Yeah, Kelsey did for sure. So did Patrick Mahomes.
And
that was the same weekend when both of their houses got hit.
Joe Burrow. He felt totally violated. Yeah.
All I'm saying is, y'all got to cut y'all's mess out there.
Yeah. Tony, can you read the thing on the thing? Because this guy reminds me of you.
Go get your food. You got breakfast in the fridge, okay?
Who's that, Tony? Tony, read it?
So we got a bad taste in our mouth. We got kicked around the other day. We lost a few guys. You know what? It's exactly what we needed. This is exactly what we needed. So we're going to bounce back. We're going to respond. I saw that a few days ago. I did see that.
All hands on deck.
I did see that. Easy there, Bobby. Easy.
So who are your picks, guys, before we go for the Super Bowl? Who do you think's got the greatest chance?
I'm sticking with my original premise.
Say it again so the people who are new know.
Lions, Ravens, Super Bowl.
No, I'm going Lions and Buffalo. Michael, you?
I want Buffalo to win. If Buffalo can't win, I want Fly Eagles Fly. And if Fly Eagles Fly can't fly, I'm going to go with Patrick Mahomes. Those are my three. And I'm so glad that Aaron posted this here. This is what I trained so hard for during those 9 months. This is why he did what he did.
Mike,
I
you're an
don't
ass.
know. I don't know what he did.
You're an ass. Get off the case. You're an ass. You got a lot of this. You're an ass. That
Thank you.
is.
Do you know who that? Grace Slick. There he
Oh,
goes.
okay.
Here we go. Pick one wide receiver.
Oh,
Just one. Just one.
jeez.
Who do you think I would pick?
I'm taking CD Lamb.
I would take.
I
I don't know. I don't know that much about Evans, so I'd have to say C.D. Lamb also.
Rich,
think
let me
he's
help
going to
you
get
out. Evans has gotten 1,000 yards for the past 10 seasons.
Yeah.
almost maybe 11.
Yes, it's about to be
Maybe.
11. I think it'll be 11 after this weekend.
Yeah.
And he missed 4 games this year.
Right.
Mhm.
So I
So
don't really
he's-
follow the receivers that much compared to, say, quarterbacks, tight ends, and kickers.
Tony, do a wrap up of what you want to talk about, buddy.
I'm done. I'm good. I'm trying to shut it
You're-
down before he starts, and I got to get this one fed because he's getting antsy, and you keep putting slides on the damn screen.
What's going on? What do you're assuming? I thought that was the people on TikTok doing that.
And thank you very much.
There you go.
I try not to. I really try not to. We got 27 sets of eyes in here. I want to thank everybody for coming through. Brian was in the house.
Thank you.
Bobby Shadow was in the house. Izzy was in the
Bobby.
house. Izzy, good seeing you, man. Thank you for coming through. We got 5-man. Richie was here. Tina was in the house. Who else we got? I don't want to miss anybody. Lord was in the house.
We had an
Lord
international
was in the house. Thank you all. Big Juice was in the house.
Big Juice. Bronx Viking.
Bronx Viking was over there on TikTok. Mike, appreciate you for having TikTok hooked up. The people could see this. We did get some questions from over there. You got you some likes. You got you some coins. We're going to be broadcasting more over there as well. It is Super Bowl weekend for fantasy football teams. We will still be covering football through the playoffs to the Super Bowl, perhaps even more broadcasts during the postseason. I want to thank my man, Fireman Rich down there. Y'all check him out on Rumble Studio and on Twitch for the morning coffee, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 0600. Rich, appreciate you as always. My man, Michael Bathurst over here, he got me started doing this. Actually, he was one of the people that got me started. I'm gonna tell you exactly who got me started for real, ladies and gentlemen, and why the hell I came to Haps in the first place. It was this guy right here. This is the guy that made me come to Haps. It was him and one other guy. So shout out to my man Matthew Hawkins, aka Izzy. That's my dog right there. We're gonna ride. We're gonna keep it going. We might even live stream together again sometime soon. Everybody take care of yourselves. I got a child to go feed. 27 sets of eyes. Thank you all again. Anybody who did not comment and came through, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. On Facebook, YouTube, X/Twitter, Twitch, LinkedIn, Rumble, and TikTok.
Thank you to the 4 new followers on TikTok, and thank you to the Vibe, aka, yeah, I appreciate
The
it.
Mushmaster. Yes, thank I see that. Under certain roughness, Nonsensical Network should be up next. Check your rosters, get your games ready. Congratulations to all of you who are making it.
Bobby.
And yes, to somebody who didn't make it, I'm hating on every last one of you. I'm